Hello there everyone. So this time around I have this huge beast of an omnibus, and I thought I would have actual problems fitting it into the frame. It's so big. This is on par with the Invisibles omnibus that I have reviewed before, and this is the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe omnibus. As you can see, this is like a huge thing, and it's very big and extremely heavy. So this thing weighs what, I don't know, around 7-8 kilos, if at the minimum. More I would say. So yeah, this is from DC, by the way, the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe omnibus, and it has beautiful cover art. As you can see, this is the dust jacket. I'll remove the dust jacket and I'll get to the actual review as well. So before that, let's look at the side. Yes, the side is the power sword, as you can see here, and then at the back, that's Granger, and I'll get to the blurb here as well. Let's see if I can get that. Okay, it's difficult to, yeah. So you can pause that there and read that up. That contains the whole collection as to what you get in this book, and it has a little bit of the actual what's in the stuff what's in the book as well. I'll now remove the dust jacket. I'll show you what the inside is like. So this is full white and a double page spread of He-Man and Skeletor. It's difficult to actually remove, the so thick and so heavy. Okay, before that, let's look at the flap. So that's Prince Adam as He-Man, and that's Skeletor. So I've not read the whole book. I have gone about 30% of the book, and I think it's a delight for the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe fans, because it's so beautiful. I mean, it covers and it starts from an alternate storyline where He-Man has lost, like Prince Adam has lost his memory, and then what follows, what ensues, and then it has like the origins of all the major characters from Granger to Man-at-Arms, and then there are stories, one-shot stories of, for example, there's a story of Man-at-Arms being sent for a covert mission for the sorceress, and so on. And let's look at the cover art, the 2-page cover art. I'm not very sure if I can show this very well, but yeah, essentially this is what it looks like. I'll go to these back. And so at the, as you can see, there are like watermarks of the different characters, Trapjaw, and then this Beastman, and so on. And the front has this beautiful thing, if you ask me, especially for fans of Masters of the Universe. I personally thought that the stories were okay. I mean, so I am used to reading very complex storylines where everything is connected, like for Invisibles, and then for DC huge storylines. These are self-contained stories. They are not as complex as those stories. Like, it's not by Grant Morrison, for example, but I would say these are fairly well written and quite long. First story is, let's say, I'll try to show the length of the first story. So that's the origin. So it's an alternate origin, maybe, let's say, for He-Man. So it starts off as here, the Lost Knight, by the way. Jeff Johns, Howard Porter, John Livesey, Carrie Strachan, and Sal Cipriano, cover art by Howard Porter and John Livesey. So it starts off as here, and then let's see. further. I think yeah, so that is about the thickness of the first story. It's fairly big. So as I said, it's not on the same level as let's say anthologies, and this is definitely not a full like one complete story, the whole book, but they are fairly long, at least the first one. So the second one, for example, is Man at Arms. And then it's about, let's see, how big is this? This is not very long. If I remember it correctly. Yeah. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So I'll go through the artwork in these, and the artwork differs because it's by lots of different writers, lots of different artists collaborated, and then the whole thing is collected as one volume. I'll go through the artwork as well, and I'll show you what to expect in this book. Let's see. So since this is so big, it's pretty difficult to show it from the same viewpoint. I'll go through it from top. For example, I love, so there's a story on Orko. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the chapter literally says Orko here, and the artwork is so different. So this is how it starts off, fairly nice, and like as you can see, the artwork changes a lot. It even goes down to simple scribbles. So this story is meant to be Orko jumping between dimensions and such. So the characters become 2D and then become like badly drawn puppets and so on, and then they come back to the actual world, as you can see here. So it's a mishmash, the artwork. There is highly detailed artwork here, and then there's, as I showed you, the Orko story. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I have just gone through around 20% or 30% of the book, so I cannot really comment as to how the actual thing would hold up. It is pretty well received on Goodreads. If you check the ratings and so on, I think this would be fairly good stories by the end of it. But as I said, I have not read through it, and this channel is not meant to be a review of the book anyways. It's supposed to be a review of the artwork, the quality of the book and such, not of the stories. So yeah, beautiful artwork, by the way. And for the price, I think around 7k or so Indian rupees, I think this is a very well done investment, and especially for people who love Masters of the Universe. And then there are sketches at the very end as well. Let's see, I'll get to the sketches. I had to put on the camera because it's so big. Yeah, Shira, the original origins, and this is, I think, yeah, so this is a cover work. It says He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Series 2 number 1 variant cover. So those were variant covers, and then there is artwork, behind the scenes art gallery. So this part is reminiscent of the Hellboy library editions, sketchworks, beautiful stuff. Let's see, I'll go through the end. 3D renderings and so on, concept art, Gabriel Delator. So yeah, overall an awesome book, and that's about it. Huge thing, beautiful, and it looks really nice on the shelf if you're into that. So that's about it. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Omnibus. As always, if you have any questions, any comments, anything to say, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Do subscribe, and yeah, happy reading.